News is your local election headquarters, and today we're taking a closer look at the latest voter registration trends and what it might say about the future fortunes of the GOP. 12 News politics editor Ted Nesi joins us now live in studio. And Ted, you started looking at this because of a viral piece that ran in the New York Times.
Yes, Kim, this story got a lot of attention in the last week. Basically, the Times did an analysis of all 30 states that ask residents for their party affiliations when they register to vote. And what the Times found was that in every single one of those 30 states, Republicans are gaining ground and Democrats are losing ground all over the country. Democrats have already been alarmed about their situation, obviously, since losing last November's election. And Kim, this has really just provided more grist for the mill for that angst that's all over the Democratic Party right now.
Obviously, the question everyone has, what do the numbers show in Rhode Island?
Well, since every state had this trend, it happened here too. And the nice thing is the Rhode Island Secretary of State's office posts fresh voter registration data on their website every month, so you can track these trends. And the data is striking. The number of registered Republicans in Rhode Island has gone up by about 23,000 voters since the middle of 2018. That's an increase of 27% in just 7 years. Over the same time period, the number of registered Democrats in Rhode Island has gone down by about 18,000 voters for a decrease of 6%. Now, I do want to put those numbers in a broader context. Even with these changes, there are more than 2 registered Democrats in Rhode Island still for every 1 registered Republican. But I do think the trend is still noteworthy.
And of course, I guess the bigger question this raises is whether we're going to send different election results because of this. So have we seen some signs of Republican strength in recent years, or is it sort of mixed?
It's mixed. I mean, we have seen some trends that are bad for Republicans. After 2022, Rhode Island and Massachusetts have no Republicans in statewide or federal office for the first time in modern history. So the GOP really hit a new low around here after 2022. But then last year, Donald Trump became the first Republican presidential nominee to crack 40% of the vote in Rhode Island since 1988. And across the border, Trump actually flipped the city of Fall River red for the first time in 100 years. So we're still left with this question of how strong the Republican brand is around this region when Trump is not on the ballot. And of course, we're going to have a good way to test that next year with all the statewide offices on the ballot in both Rhode Island and Massachusetts.
I was in Bristol County, Mass in November for election night watching those returns come in. So data is often eye-opening.
Remember the cowboy hat Sheriff Hodgson had on? Yes.
Hodgson tells a story. All right, 12 News politics editor Ted Nesi, thanks so much for being here.
Good to be here.